Hope you're doing okay. Try to reach you, but you're not answering. Jamaica isn't real. What's up, guys? Jamaica isn't real. Morning, 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 by morning. Morning, guys. Morning, morning, everybody. Morning, morning. Welcome, guys. Guys, can you top up the live, guys, please? Can you give me a top up, guys, please? And thanks, you're welcome. Top up the live, guys. Look on your screen, you see the thumbs up button. Thumbs up the live. Jamaica isn't real. Oh, well, that's your problem. Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. Morning, Kevin. Guys, what's up? What's up? What's going on? I'm here. Good morning. Guys, if you are new, welcome. Welcome to Jamaica 87. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not a subscriber. Like and share, comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Jamaica 87 is on. Yeah? So, guys, we get up with a lot of news this morning. Lot of news, and we're going to dive into it and see if we can pick sense out of nonsense. Yeah? Yeah, man. Believe you me. Big up to the greatest Prime Minister Jamaica ever had. The most Honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, who is doing the job that the Jamaican people employ him to do. Yeah, man. Big up our Prime Minister, the great Dr. Holness. So, guys, we have seen from last week where Mr. Skeffrey have resigned from the Electoral Commission board. Yeah? I wasn't thinking too much of it. Yeah? But not this morning. Last week on Cliff Hughes' program, I don't know if you heard the interview with the head of the Jamaica meter portal. Yeah? JAMP Juliet Calder came out and apologized to the Jamaican people. And she stated that at the time that she put out that article, stated that $3 trillion, pardon, unaccounted for in government. She said it was a blunder. The wording that she used at the time, she didn't know that it would become a political football. Yeah? And it will get so much attention from all over the world. Yeah? But she said when she put out the documents, she come back and correct the wording of the document. But don't pretend that you're sorry because the damage already done. Yeah? According to her, it was a big mistake. Right? And she's going to take responsibility for her action. So, with Skeffrey resigning and Miss Calder came out and tried to apologize to the Jamaican people for what she have done. This morning, we heard news that the criminal organization PNP General Secretary Dayton Campbell have resigned as the General Secretary from the PNP criminal organization. Moments after the propaganda machinery for the PNP criminal organization put out an article stated that Miss Daniel Archer resigned from the NIA. Yeah? What these people have in common? What these two watchdog groups, so-called watchdog group, and the two PNP have in common? But wanna guess already? Yes. They are all PNP. They are all PNP. I want to draw your attention to Trevor Monroe. That man on your left, right there. Trevor Monroe was a candidate in one of our elections. He's a member of the PNP criminal organization. Big up Indonesia. Mohammed. Allah. Indonesia. Big up yourself. Mr. Trevor Monroe was a staunch PNP. He's a member of the PNP. And that is the reason why I can't understand why these people who call themselves neutral when you look on the background, it tells another story. Because the NIA is not neutral at all. It was founded under the PNP criminal organization with a well-known PNP. So how come you must be neutral? Trevor Monroe, you can't be neutral. You can't be neutral. You can't be neutral. It's the same thing with Daniel Archer. Daniel Archer cannot be neutral when she's running your criminal organization. Yeah? The NIA full up a PNP. Full up a PNP. From top to bottom. And when the election was going on, Daniel Archer have nothing good to say about the government and about the Prime Minister. No good. Everything that happened with the Jamaica Labour Party in the general election. She come out and she bash the government, bash the Prime Minister. And when the PNP criminal organization did anything, she keep her mouth closed. Yeah? She keep her mouth closed. But guess what? All of you guys, we're trying hard, very hard. You guys work overnight, 24/7 to deny the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and his government a third term. I can give you that. I can give you watchdog group that. Right? You guys have work. Yeah? To deny the government and to deny the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness the opportunity. Yeah? But you guys could not manage the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You guys could not manage the Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah? Because one thing with this government have work and their work have speak for them. Yeah? So when you guys come with your biases, right? And non-performer, yeah? The criminal organization, PNP, who have been in power for 18 and a half years, right? And never move the country. You guys work 24/7 to deny the Jamaica Labour Party. But guess what? You can't hold Andrew. You can't hold Andrew. Listen to me. You come out. And you come out forcefully. Because you think the PNP would win. Right? Because all of you who were campaigning on behalf of the criminal organization, even they and Jackson Miller, all of you, when did a campaign and attack this body government and attack that body government, all of you did a campaign for the PNP criminal organization. Yeah? And now the PNP have lost and lost miserably. On start to come out and start to resign one by one. Yeah? We are happy. We are happy and we are grateful that you guys, right, step aside without the Jamaican people ask you guys to step aside. Yeah? We are happy that you guys finally stepping aside and give the Jamaican people a chance to survive. Because you guys wasn't speaking on behalf of the Jamaican people. No time whatsoever at all. And this is what politics does, you know. Yeah? Politics show you up. You pretend like you're neutral, but indeed, you cannot be neutral when you are running a political organization like the NIA. Matter of fact, the reason why they put you there as the head of the NIA, Miss Archer, is because you align with the PNP criminal organization. If you wasn't aligned to the PNP criminal organization, you will never run the NIA. You will never run the NIA, Mitch Archer, and we know that too. Yeah? People don't want to call you out because, I mean, like, I don't know what they're afraid of. But you have some people who really call you out, but you have some who don't want to call you out because you're working on behalf of the criminal organization. Yeah? 4 years, the criminal organization was on the road campaigning. So you guys have all the confidence that the criminal organization would win. Yeah? But you don't get a shock in our life. How you feel now? How you feel now? How you feel like you don't know what's to put out everything, right? To deny the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and his government from winning the third term. Eh? You deny him. You try to deny him. And you try everything, every era in society. Try to fight against the man. And the man win. How do you feel now? How do you feel now? Eh? Sorry, guys. Miss Archer, we wish you best of luck on your journey. I don't know where you're going to head to right now, but the General Secretary for the PNP criminal organization have resigned, right, from the General Secretary post. Yeah? So, like how you show up your colors in the general election, I think this is a great opportunity for you to come out and to come out fully, man. Yes, to come out fully. This is a great opportunity for you to just come out fully and just put everything on the table, Miss Archer, and go be the General Secretary for the PNP criminal organization. Yeah? According to the news, the General Secretary resigned because, according to him, he want to stay focused on his constituency. Well, me no know what to believe at this point. We don't know what to believe at this point because the risers in the PNP criminal organization have been crumbling. Yeah? Have been crumbling. And they are doing it and doing it smartly. Yeah? Because they don't want no rift in the criminal organization. So they are putting out statement to say that he is resigning just because he want to focus on his constituency. Well, me don't believe that. The news stated that, but I don't believe that. It was just a matter of time for the criminal organization to crumble, and not having Dayton Campbell as the General Secretary of the PNP, that means Mark Golding going to resign shortly, because Dayton Campbell is the only man in the PNP criminal organization right now that loyal to Mark, not even Peter Bunting, no loyal to Mark like Dayton Campbell. Dayton Campbell is the one that was protecting Mark Golding at all cost. Yeah? Dayton Campbell was the one who dictated to Mark what Mark must do from what Mark must not do. Yeah? And now he left Mark exposed. What's going to happen now? Mark Golding have no chance at all with the General Secretary that's going to come. Yeah? The thing is, the risers going to crumble. And they're going to get a different set of people to run back the PNP. Who is this? Who these PNP going to be now? One United? We don't know if a One United going to take over back the PNP. But me know say, no other risers cannot be the General Secretary. Because the One United not going to allow it to happen. Yeah? It's not going to they're not going to allow it to happen. So the risers regime, we can declare, has crumbled. Yeah? Well, some of think, me no know. Me no know. But Dayton left Mark Golding exposed Nobody no in the PNP right now to pick up him Mark Golding. So Mark Golding now have no shield around him right now. Him left exposed. So indeed, we can listen out for the resignation of the opposition leader, Mark Golding. And we can see why Dayton Campbell resigned from the General Secretary post. Because that statement that Mark gave in Parliament last week Tuesday, bashing the government from getting the loan, right, to rebuild back our country stronger. You can pick something out of something. You can pick something out of something. Because how can a country have such a disaster, right? And they don't have the resources, right? And they don't have the breed of money to bounce back. Yeah? The lending agencies across the world offering loan to our country to rebuild back our country. And you want to fight against that? You know how much country right now cannot get no loan, right? From the international market. Many countries can't get no loan for borrow. But these people have seen it fit to lend Jamaica money to rebuild back stronger. And you, Mark Golding, I got you a cold water upon it. So we not borrow nothing. So where we are going to get it from? Where we are going to get it from? Eh? Where we are going to get it from? Tell me where we are going to get it from. Because we can't tax the people. We get no money for rebuild back Jamaica. We have to borrow. We have to borrow. Yeah? We have to borrow to rebuild back our country and build it back stronger. So it dawned on me. It dawned on me. Mark Golding really, I gotta resign. Because for him, if he talk so foolish, and then 1 week after, in General Secretary resign. It deeper than what we are think. Really, really deeper than what we are think. So the risers, Winthrop Skeffrey, he has resigned because he's a riser too. Yeah? And it was Mark Golding who appointed him to the Electoral Commission Board. And him have resigned. Yeah? And me hear Miss the lady from the JAMP come out and apologize to the Jamaican people for the misinformation that you put out there to the public. The General Secretary, the NIA, Daniel Archer, all of these people was supporter of the risers. All of these people were supporters of the risers. Daniel Archer, right, was a close friend. Is a close friend to Peter Bunting. Close friend to Peter Bunting. Yeah? So, boy, the PNP look like them ready to rebuild back. The PNP look like they're ready to rebuild back. It look like they want to run out the risers out of the party and take back them party and take back the rightful place in the society. It looks so to me. It looks so to me. A matter of fact, me don't know if we are going to really have back any PNP in this country. We don't know. We don't know. We don't really know if we are going to have another PNP back in this country. Yeah? Because if Mark Golding resign, but we'll look on it. If Mark Golding resign, we have some people who demonstrate that they are ready to take over leadership in the PNP criminal organization. The first person that come to mind is Lisa Hanna. But Lisa Hanna is no more in politics. So the second person in mind is Damian Crawford. I heard Philip Palwell in the election also said that he's tired of being in opposition. He wants to be prime minister too. So, Philip Palwell, Damian Crawford have interest in leading the criminal organization PNP. Lisa Hanna did have interest also, but she's no longer in the politics. Yeah? So, I don't think any PNP would bid for Philip Palwell if Philip Palwell want to lead the PNP. Why? Because Philip Palwell have the Philip Palwell background and resume. It don't look good. It don't look good. If far, let me tell you something. Any political party Philip Palwell apply to with his resume, Let me tell you something. Them a deny him right away the first paragraph they read. Yeah? Them a go say no to Philip Palwell because his character is very questionable. Yeah? Damian Crawford at the other end. We know that Damian Crawford wasn't a riser. Damian Crawford wasn't a riser. No, he wasn't. Damian Crawford was a one united. So if him take over the leadership of the criminal organization, me know say all of them risers in the party, them have to go lift up. Them have to go resign. Them have to go resign because the risers wasn't a fan of Damian Crawford from morning. They wasn't a fan of Damian Crawford. We know that, One of the time, in the election, then they stop bring Damian Crawford on the political scene. Why? Because every time Damian Crawford go on the campaign, he would attract more of the people than Mark Golding himself. And in order for them to make Mark Golding look good, right? Them not really care Damian Crawford on the political platform. They leave him out. Yeah, man. You go check back the video them now. I don't watch. Every time Mark Golding come on stage and Damian Crawford come on stage, who get the loudest applause? You go back and look. Look at the video them. The crowd reel up when them said Damian Crawford. But this is when they say Mark, the crowd make nice, yes, but not like how they make nice to Damian Crawford. Right? So for them to make Mark Golding look good and something, them to bring Damian Crawford every and everywhere with them. Yeah? In here. So it's very interesting to see where this thing going to turn out. Yeah, man, me didn't know that the risers are going to crumble. We didn't know that them are going to crumble. It's not like nobody never know. We didn't know. Because the risers built their political platform on lies, misinformation, propaganda, and rumor. And it starts from Mark. It starts from Mark Golding. Mark Golding knew. See a lie ma tell. Him know see a lie ma tell. That's something them when him talk. Him know see a lie. But guess what? Him not care. Him come out and say it. Because him not care. Yeah? Him no care at all. When Mark Golding go look on we, and I tell we say, boy, listen to me. As a British citizen, me has dual citizenship. Yeah? Me have dual citizenship. And me want, as a British citizen, me want a visa to go back to England. Even though me have a England passport, me still need a visa to go to England. One of the biggest lie Mark Golding could ever tell. If you as American citizen have a American passport, why would you need American visa to go back to America? Why would you, if you have an American passport? Well, at that Mark Golding tell, we say, right? The man say if he join the line like anybody else to get a visa to go back to England. And remember, this man, Mark Golding, have a British passport. This man have a British passport. And the man say he need a visa in it to go back to England. One of the biggest lie that anybody can tell. One of the biggest lie. And that is the reason why, one of the reasons why many Jamaicans did not trust Mark Golding. Because Mark Golding mouth split in 50 different pieces. Mark Golding, we tell us something today, and tomorrow morning, he man say a different thing. Like when he called and the Prime Minister said, Prime Minister, make sure so the opposition play a role in rebuilding back Jamaica. And then the Prime Minister create a committee called the PNP, Mark Golding, to go on the committee. And Mark Golding and the PNP say, no, we're not coming on it. And it's the same people who call to be a part of the rebuilding process in Jamaica. Mark Golding, nobody can trust him. You can't trust his word. Let me tell you something, Tony. If father and son, brother and brother can be in parliament, right? Cousins and cousins, me not have no problem with wife and husband in a parliament. Me not have no problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. For years we are grew up. We see father, son in a parliament. We see brother and brother in a parliament. We see cousin and cousin in a parliament and all of these things. Me not have no problem with wife and husband in a parliament. Me not have no problem with it. Me not have no problem with it. If me have an interest in politics and my wife have an interest in politics too, right? The two of we have the same ambition. I find myself in the politics, right? And my wife find her way in the politics. Me not have no problem. 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 Which position? Which position, Tony? Which position? Me not understand. Which position? Me no see. Let me tell you something. And me have an idea what you're talking about. You're talking about the Prime Minister and his wife, yeah? Let me draw your attention to something. After election, the parliament choose the House Speaker. The opposition have a chance to vote against the House Speaker and the Deputy Speaker. And they did not. They did not. Big up Minnesota. They did not vote on, they did not oppose to Juliet Holness from becoming the Speaker of the House. You understand what I mean? So I don't see it as any conflict of interest. You know how, what would concern me? You know what would concern me? If Juliet Holness was the finance minister, right? And the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is the prime minister. Like Mr. Gonzalez in St. Vincent, where he is the prime minister and his son is the finance minister. That is conflict of interest. That is conflict of interest for Juliet to become the House Speaker. What Juliet can do as the House Speaker. But as the finance minister, she can do a lot in the finance ministry. If she get that position, that is the time that I would be very scared if she was the finance minister. Yeah? But she's just the Speaker of the House. I mean, like, she can't do much. You understand what I mean? And let me tell you the truth, you know. Let me tell you the truth. You see, from Juliet Holness become the Speaker of the House, brethren, Tony, is the best I have ever seen Parliament run. Believe you me. And guess what? She helped us to learn about the standing order in Parliament. Because every time these people misbehave in Parliament, she would refer to the standing order in Parliament and make sure that these people understand. Yeah? Even some of the new MPs. I know that many of these new MPs is learning the standing order through Miss Juliet Holness. You understand what I mean? Listen to me. And listen to me good. You see, leadership in any country, it have to come from the head. And this is one of the things that I like about the Andrew-led administration. He lead from the front. And if we need change in this society, we have to have leadership from the head, demonstrate it from the head, and it will filter down. If we have our member of parliament in parliament behaving like hooligans, behaving like kids, behaving like criminals, behaving like people who wanted, behaving lawless, what am I saying to the society? Yeah? What they would say about what the signal they would send to the society. I like how Miss Juliet Holness hold them accountable in parliament. Because leadership have to come from there. If we need our society to be better, we have to have them in a parliament have to do better too. I don't have a problem. When we say a while ago, me not have no problem with if Mark and his wife want to become opposition leader or prime minister or whatever. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it. A years, brother and brother are serving a parliament. In the PNP, in the JLP. A long time father and son are served in the PNP and in the JLP. You understand what I mean? A long time wife and husband are serving a parliament. Me not have no problem with it. I don't whether PNP or JLP, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. You understand what I mean? I don't have a problem with it. And you see, Juliet Owens, position is not fragile like some position in Jamaica. Yeah? Look at this. What if Miss Juliet Owens was the permanent secretary for the Prime Minister? Boy, yo, may I tell you, say, listen to me. Jamaica would have to worry. A matter of fact, Jamaica society would be outraged, because there is no way we could have the Prime Minister, right, and have the permanent secretary of the Prime Minister, his wife. It can't be. Can you imagine? Huh? Can you imagine that? We can't do that. You understand what I mean? So for Miss Juliet Owens to become the Speaker of the House, I have no problem with that, man. I have no problem with that. At least she no bias. She hold everybody in a parliament accountable. As much as you see how them want to make the lady look bad, she's not that how they meant it to be on social media and in other places. She just stand up for what is right, Virgin. She just stand up for what is right. Me understand, like some of the time, her tone in parliament. You understand what I mean? Me understand sometimes her tone in parliament. But again, if they're trying to behave a certain way in a parliament, the MPs, you have to just adjust them accordingly. You have to just adjust them accordingly. Because some of them behave like they are kids in parliament. You understand what I mean? Some of them behave like kids in parliament. So you have to adjust them accordingly. You understand me? Yeah, man. But Miss Juliet Owens is doing a tremendous job. I'm telling you. She's doing a tremendous job. I love her. I love how she do the job. I love how she do the job. Anything. She stop you to intervene in. She have come with the law. Right? She have come with the standing order. Why she stop you? Yeah, man, she have come with it. Miss Juliet Owens in Parliament the other day. Right? And the minister give a statement. Right? And the standing order stated that when a minister make a statement, right, the opposition spokespersons have 5 minutes to respond to the minister, right? And if he need no more time, they have to suspend the standing order for him to get few more minutes to finish his statement. And after that, the standing order allow them, the rest of the MPs, right, to ask questions, not to give statements, right? And me see the South St. Mary MP get up, same ask question, and Miss Juliet only stopped the man about 5 times. Because I know the man can't ask not even one question. Not even one question. The man is there standing up, giving statement. Miss Wall stop the man and say, listen to me. This is what the standing order stated. Ask your question. The man said, okay, speaker. We're going to ask the question. And then he start to give statement again. So sometimes you have to laugh. Eh? But he's a new MP. You have to sit with him. But 5 times, The Speaker of the House have to stop you 5 times. And even now, the man not ask the question. Even now, the man not ask the question. Because he can't formulate a question to ask. He's giving statement. When the standing order did not and have anything within it to say that, you must give a statement before questions. Before you ask a question. We have to do better. We have to do better. And me love Miss Juliet Oldness for that. Trust me. We have to learn, and we have to learn the hard way. May I tell you? Yep. But, yes, sometimes you have to set the tone before the question. But you're not, some of them, they not set no tone. they not set no tone. Some of them, all right. For instance, you're going to ask a question. You're going to stand up and say, I'm proud and I'm happy. I am standing here to represent the people of South St. Mary. And I am happy that they choose me to be the member of parliament. Brother, everybody knows that. Everybody knows that you're a member of parliament for South St. Mary already. You don't need to say that. Get to the question, because parliament just keeps a couple hours, you know. And there is a lot of things in parliament in to discuss. And other people want to ask questions too. And they want to get answers before the end of parliament. You understand what I mean? Everybody know, right, what them vote for or who them vote for. You don't need to remind the Jamaican people. You understand what I mean? A matter of fact, when you get up and talk, when the House Speaker identify you and you get up and talk, we can do our research. If we don't know you, we go do with research ourselves to find out who you be. You don't need to get up every time in a parliament and a state that. Exactly, top class. You have to follow the standing order. You have to follow the standing order in parliament. And many of these people, when the speaker refer to the standing order and so forth, like they want to rubbish it. Like they want to rubbish the standing order. We can't. Listen to me. We have a standing order to follow, and we have to follow it. We have to follow it. And let me tell you something. The rub with Miss Juliet Oldness, he might go hold you accountable. She going to hold you accountable. You don't have to follow the standing order. And me love that about her. Me love that about her, man. It not hard. It don't hard. When you get up, the minister says something, just ask a question. And again, me say many of these MPs, right, get up and I speak on the matter that concerning, right? The minister. The standing order stated, you know. You understand what I mean? That you cannot ask the minister anything out of the statement that he gave in parliament. Any question you're going to ask the minister, it must be about what the minister stated in his address to parliament. He can't be out of it. Else the speaker can stop you. Let me tell you something. The standing order in parliament, you know, really strict, you know. I really think, man, the standing order in parliament is very, very strict. May I tell you, if Miss Juliet Oldness was to hold everybody and go word by word in a parliament with the standing order, you think a cool. You think a school, these MP, is that, believe you me, because the standing order is very strict and outright. Yeah, man. But we must follow the law. Whether in parliament or out of parliament, we must follow the law. And if more people were doing the work and holding people accountable, like how Miss Juliet Holness hold them accountable in parliament. Yeah? If we did have more police officers, more people in the state agency, right, doing the work according to our laws, our society today will never, right, in this type of corruption that we are seeing. You understand what I mean? You see the eater food mentality and all of these things. Yeah? When you can go buy a license, pay how much? Thousands of dollars, go buy a license. You can go buy your way through. If these people in the state agencies was to go by the book and laws in our society, I'm telling you, Jamaica would be a beautiful place, man. I say Jamaica not beautiful, you know. Jamaica very, very beautiful. You understand what I mean? But me I say, the society would be better, man. Me I tell you God Almighty truth. Way better. Can you imagine a man cannot read and write? And he have money, right? And he can go down at the tax office with the money and get a driver's license. Only thing he can make out on it, and that driver's license probably is his name. Probably not even name he can make out. You understand what I mean? That boy me I tell you star. Trust me. Trust me. Yeah? But we have to, it's the same thing with the building code. Right? We have the municipal corporations right around Jamaica who are responsible, right, to make sure that every house bill, they build with plan and build according to the building code that we have in Jamaica. But guess what? If you have money, you can build a mansion without a plan. You understand what I mean? Yes, man, because you can buy out people. That is it. And then when we get any form of disaster, yeah, and nothing happened to these houses and whatever, you say it never built good, why parish council, whatever, and it's because of corruption, man. Corruption. You know what I mean? Corruption, man. Well, listen to me. Listen, we don't put it like that, you know, William Murphy. We don't put it like that, you know, because the top can be clean and the bottom dirty. You understand what I mean? The top can be clean and the bottom dirty. Yes, son? Because let me tell you something. And this is real. And I don't hear much people talking about it either. I don't hear much people talking about it. You see, the Integrity Commission charge more people work in government agencies than those politicians. But guess what? You only hear about the politicians. You only hear about the politicians. You know that those who in government agency is way more corrupt than the politicians. Those who work in government agencies is way more corrupt than the politician. Let me tell you something. You see the man them run all of these depots in Jamaica. Like the place where you go inspect on a car and all of those things, do the fitness and them things there. You see the people them, the manager them and the CEO, the people them. You see them man there? Then the man they are going with $1 million a day, you know. Then the man they have to touch them pay, you know. Who don't understand what I want? Eh? Then the man they not have to touch them pay. Then the man they are going with millions of dollars on the side in cash. Because, let me tell you how it work. Let me tell you how it work. You see, if you are buying a license, everybody have to give the man who run the depot a little change. Every man that running the depot, he must get a portion of the money. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. So every man, how much people get license a day? A whole heap of people get license a day, you know. So if 100 person, but let's put you an estimate. If 100 person got the depot, right? And that 100 person pay $100,000. That's how much? Huh? How much money that day? That's how much money? 100,000. That's actually 1 million. That's actually $1 million, you know? And remember, half of that $1 million, 500,000, it have got to the man will run the depot. And the rest of 500,000, it a go it a share between 2 or 3 man. You understand what I mean? So these people that work in the government agencies is way more corrupt than the politicians. But we have it to say why politicians corrupt more than anything else. And that is not true. That is not true. We have people who in the society way more corrupt than the politicians. You think a politician can sign checks? If a politician put their signature on a check, they got prison. A politician never signed a check yet. They are permanent secretary who is responsible for those things. You think Andrew ever put him out? You think Andrew ever put his pen on a check, say must sign on behalf of government? Huh? Make him sign that and see no. He got prison. Yes, I mean? So these people that work in the government agency, master, you do not underrate them. You can't tell them. A whole heap of them, the Integrity Commission have charge. You understand what I mean? Many of them go to court to answer to the Integrity Commission. You understand what I mean? What heap of them? What go on, Cunningham? There, man. What heap of things are going, guys? Sorry, guys. What heap of things are going, man. Remember me tell you. But we look at politicians as bad. You understand what I mean? Bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, Cunningham. Yeah, man. Jamaica. You know, big up to everybody on the live, you know. Guys, look on the screen. You see a thumbs up button. Just click on the thumbs up button for me now, please. Bring me to 50 likes. 50 likes, guys, please. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new. If you're new, welcome. Welcome to Jamaica 87. You know what I mean? Sorry, big up on yourself, guys. Big up on yourself. Guys, me go now, you know. So now have a good day. And me sooner or later. Because me come back on later. So me sooner or later. Here, guys. Big up on yourself. The politician put them there, but them support them. Yeah, well, the politician can put them there, but I mean, like some of them get ungrateful too. You understand what I mean? Some of them, the politician put them there, no? And remember, some of these posts, when the politician put it there, or whether you did it by your own, you understand me? You know, easily be moved. You understand what I mean? And some of them, the politician put them there, but them become, what do they call it? What did I call a word? What did I call a word? You look one specific word for use. You understand what I mean? When people turn their back against you, when you help out people and they turn their back against you, only for them the politician help, and they turn their back against the politician. You can't tell them. But if you only for them, politician put their back basa, and they turn their back against the politician, so because they find out say boy they can get a lot of money and something. And some of them they really stop the gap. They really stop the gap of corruption in those agencies. For real. So the big up on yourself, guys. I mean, sooner or later here.